Hi everyone. Last week I shared the 4 priorities driving my mayoral campaign. Fixing schools, tackling affordability, restoring Pawtucket's pride, and building our economy from within. I asked which of these matter most to you, or what else you'd like to see me focus on. You responded. So today, I want to share what I heard. Edward, Melanie, and Chuck all talked about property taxes. We need transparency in that system. People should understand how houses are valued, where the money's going, and how it's being spent. That's why I'm going to order a forensic audit of the city finances on day 1 as mayor. But more important, to keep taxes stable for our residents, we need to expand the number of businesses here. We can't keep giving away 20-year tax breaks to out-of-state developers. We need to invest and grow the businesses that are already here, already paying taxes, so that they can grow and so we can lighten the load for you. Jared says that Pawtucket needs a business networking team and that we shouldn't pick and choose winners. I got to meet Jared last month when I visited his business, Boundary Brew House, and listen to the type of help that he needs. That's what I'll do with all small businesses. Listen and help. My plan for growing our economy from within actually includes reforming our Commerce Office to have a small business liaison. Their entire job will be to help our small businesses cut through the red tape and get the help that they need. I grew up in a small business, and I remember how difficult it was for my parents and how thin the margins were sometimes. I'll never forget that experience, and it's gonna guide me as mayor. Tim Hunt wants to know how I'm gonna restore Pawtucket's pride, and he points to a lot of the good things that are happening. From the very beginning of this campaign, I haven't shied away from talking about the good things that Pawtucket has to build from. We have enormous potential, but I've lived in this city and seen the major buildings sit empty for too long. I've seen a downtown that's been vacant for too long, which is why I think we need fresh eyes, fresh leadership, and a smarter approach to dealing with economic development. But what does restoring pride mean? It means focusing on the quality of life issues that residents care about and making them believe in government again. We need to deal with the rodent issues in our city. Pick up bulk trash that becomes an eyesore when it sits on the street for weeks. Do real zoning enforcement, fill potholes faster, and make sure that when people call City Hall, they get a call back. That's how you restore the pride in our city, and that's what I'll do as mayor. Maureen Brooks would like a lawn sign. You got it, Maureen. We'll DM you if we haven't already to get your address. And if you would like a lawn sign, click on the link below in the comments. Christopher says, quote, "Gotta win, Adam. Most of us are praying for that." That means a lot to me, Christopher, and I've heard that throughout the city. I truly appreciate your prayers and your vote. So here's what I'm asking. Commit to getting 2 or 3 of your friends to vote too. This election will be won when everyday residents of the city work to get everyone to participate in our democracy. Bob Wilcox asked a question about ICE enforcement. Bob, I won't shy away from the hard questions, and I hope that you ask Mayor Grebian about this too. The way that ICE is terrorizing towns throughout our country makes cities less safe, not more. So let me be clear. When I'm mayor, our local police will not work with ICE. Permítanme ser claro. Cuando yo soy el alcalde, la policía no trabajará con los federales de inmigración. Cliff asked about violence. I think we need more community policing, Cliff. We need officers to get out of their squad cars and walk the beat. And we need more officers who live in the city. These kinds of initiatives have proven to work in other communities like Pawtucket, and we'll work to use them here. Tina asked about abandoned and vacant properties and the high cost of housing. There are people in the city that are holding on to properties as investments, but leaving them vacant and not investing in them. Our city should look at a vacancy tax to encourage development of those properties. And we should also look at incentive programs that help people with their development. But more important, we need to build more housing, and not just apartments for people in Boston. We need more houses that police officers, firefighters, teachers, and everyday people in Pawtucket can afford. If I had to buy my house today, I wouldn't be able to afford it. By building more housing that first-time homebuyers can afford, we can make this city affordable again. Tracy said, quote, "Got me at Pawtucket Pride. You have my vote." Thank you, Tracy. Richard and Melanie shared their concerns about Tolman and Shea coming together. As a former teacher, I can tell you that we need to be starting now to address this. My daughter's going to be a freshman at Tolman this year, so she'll graduate from the new high school. We need to be creating opportunities for the students in both schools to work together today, not when the school opens 3 years from now. When I'm elected, I'll plan to have a service day in January where Tolman and Shea students can work together to help beautify our city. Projects like that can help them get to know each other before they move into the new school. And I won't be a mayor who ignores the little things like this. Finally, Isaac Lapides on Instagram would love to hear my stance on our incomplete 2020 bike walk plan. Isaac, as someone who runs in our city almost every day, and as someone who likes to bike places when I can, this is a plan that speaks to me. It would be great for our city to be less reliant on cars and safer for bikes and pedestrians, because quite honestly, I've had too many close calls. When I'm mayor, we'll dust that plan off and we'll work to finish the implementation. That's all for today. Thank you all for weighing in. Pawtucket's priorities belong to Pawtucket's people, and I look forward to working and talking with all of you about them throughout the city. Thank you.
you.